Hi, how's it going, Rurus? In this video, we're going to answer questions from you guys. Thank you for all of your comments in the community post. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here's the first comment from Roar School. Thanks, Jeremy. Wow, you've got 4 questions? Let's answer it one by one. Firstly, has there been any thought to trying to make appearance at convention again to help spread the word about the game? We're not thinking about it at the moment, but to me, I'd love to. Secondly, will players at Worlds receive full playsets of ATD to use in the events? Yes. WGP players will receive a full playset of the cards legal in Paradox for ATD as entry prize. Which is your favorite student to each member of the design team? Alright, I've asked guys around me who's their favorite. Development team said our favorite ones are Nero, Larinka, and Diane. We can't choose just one. Story writing guy said he loves Gorgon of Turl Swamp. Artwork managing guy said Hollow Crystalline Doppelganger. Wait, we're supposed to choose among the students, right? Oh well. Social media guy's favorite is Iris Siphon Sibling. Oh, thank God, finally a student. And our mighty producer's favorite is Noise, the Vain Princess. Oh, me? I like Nero, protagonist, because he's cute. Why not? Alright, who is Nero's dad? That's a very good question, but we're not going to answer it right now. That's gonna be a spoiler. Keep reading the lore chapters to learn more about Nero's past and future. Alright, that's all from Rural School-san. Next one is from Biblobby. I've been loving brewing with ATD, especially with the Wonder exclusive cards. It is probably my favorite set of all time. Do you, I Spy, had plans to do sets like this again in the future? Alright, so I got this answered from the dev team, and they said, we also really enjoyed working with Antichamber of the 10 Dimensions, and we were very excited to create it. If it's well received, we might consider making more mini sets in the future. So next one is also from Biblobby. They're asking, while I'm loving ATD, I'm a little worried that I couldn't get enough copies of my favorite cards for the main and side event. Could you tell us how many copies will we get for participating and how the pulling rates for the booster will be? Kind regards and keep up with the amazing work. Thank you. Alright, so we actually talked about this a little while ago, but I'm gonna summarize it just for you. Alright, here are ways to get ATD. Firstly, by participating in the WGP. When you register for the WGP, we'll give you a small bag with 4 copies of each ATD cards. Secondly, buy ATD packs at the WGP store. If you can't attend the WGP, ask a friend who is to pick some for you. Thirdly, wait for the next booster set if the first 2 don't work. ATD packs will replace the memorial collection. Fourthly, if you're not kind of person who buys boxes, you'll need to wait for the next Masterpiece collection. You're welcome. Next question is from Wonder B6J. Will there be any kind of tournament between the WGP and local levels? I've noticed that my interest in the game, and probably that of other competitive players, drops off outside of the GP season. A mid-level event could attract more new players, especially if it offered special prize or promos. Yeah, we understand your concern, and we're currently preparing for the 2025-2026 competitive season, so we may implement positive changes like one you suggested. However, it's still too early to say for sure. I mean, I love events too, I want more, but at the same time, it's hard. We're gonna try, please look after us. Alright, the next question is from Zero Spectre. Is there a chance that we could get more GPs next year? We had a few in Europe, but traveling is expensive. So a few more online GPs would be awesome. Alright, this year we have already increased the number of GPs in certain regions actually. We will continue working to improve it in all regions. So stay tuned. Next question, Mageworth asked, which artist will be attending WGP? Hey, this is the question I was looking forward to answering. We've got a lot of artists attending to the event, so thank you all to come and share the moment with us. Here's the list. Alright, but please keep in mind that the list here can be changed at the last minute due to some circumstances. Next one is from Legnax99. They've got a few questions, so let me answer them one by one. Firstly, what is gonna happen with the two formats that are right now? They will be focused in GP worlds 1 year each, or it may be a possibility of having Paradox and Wonder at the same time. Alright, as we already announced when we created Paradox, we're not going to reduce our support for any of the three Fossil Wheel formats. Therefore, yes, just like this year, the next competitive season will include both formats. Secondly, is there a plan to try to do more events or more publicity for the game to attract new players? Alright, a duplicated question? No, at the moment. I really want to do some though. Thirdly, is the judge apply system still a thing, or is it open to try to do a test? Yes, we will have news about the judge program very soon. Very soon. Fourthly, it will be more events of different levels. Right now, as I can see, there is only GP's World and Store Tournaments. Alright, as I answered before, we're working on it. Lastly, will the reworking protocol make a comeback anytime? It was criticized, but a lot of people found it really helpful. So it will be erased or just used at specific times or cards. Alright, we're glad that you like the reworking protocol. You are not the only one who liked it. The reworking protocol may return in future, but it will not return during the Evo cluster. So stay tuned for the future updates. Okay, next question is from Dot. Hi, will the collaborations for playmats and sleeves will major brands return? Yeah, I mean, I really want it back too, but you know, the answer is no. It's not that straightforward, sadly. We'll be working on it though. Next question is from Robert Green 6499. Hello, as someone that didn't get an invite to Worlds but is still planning to come and cheer on his fellow countrymen and friends, what all am I able to do on day 1? As I know day 2 has the side event that is open to all that you can make the long trip, but do we know the price of entry for the side event? I'm sorry you couldn't get an invite, but you're welcomed to be at the venue. I don't think you can do much in the first day since the most of the space is dedicated to the tournament and you're not also allowed to hanging around while the game is going on or when we are doing launch party. But the second day, we have some side events and there's no fee to join. Another question for ATD. There is mention of a pack to be bought at the World Sale table. Do you know how many cards will be in this pack and how much they will be? Thank you for taking your time to read my question and can't wait to see everyone and meet the greater Fossil Wheel World community. It's going to be 1,000 yen for a pack, so it's about $6.8 US as today's rate, and there are 10 cards in each pack randomly. Alright, next question is from First off, really good job with DRC and ATD. I really love the new wind it brings into Wonder and Paradox. Are there any plans for digital client, just a concept even? This would really help a lot of people to jump into the game even if they don't have a locals to go to. It's one of the most asked things new players ask when joining the Fossil Wheel community. Members of the community have been asking for a way to play Fossil Wheel online with a dedicated client for a long time now. I 100% understand that making a simulator for Fossil Wheel is a very hard task, but I think developers of the community could help and make this succeed. I'd be willing as well to work on it if we got official confirmation on it. Yeah, we've had this request several times already. It's very interesting, and in my personal opinion, I don't really have any opposition for it. However, there's some strings attached that keeps us from saying, yeah, let's do it. Officially, we are living in a society, you know. If we somehow sorted out this stuff, I'll contact you. Alright, next is hi. Like everyone here, I appreciate this initiative, and I am looking forward to the Q&A video. Thank you. For me, I am wondering about the design process of the cards in the game. I am aware of the lore and its relation to the cards' abilities and artwork, but I can't help but wonder how you go from nothing into fully illustrated cards, all with rich and full lore. Again, thank you for this great game and the hard work you put into it. Okay, so it's a very long, complicated process that takes months to make a single collection, so I can't really answer it in this short video, but it's quite an idea for a future video, I guess. I appreciate it. Okay, next is from Anvil Asta. Are we limiting the new ATD cards at all at Worlds? My thought that it's difficult to get the proper experience with these cards at locals, so using them day one feels like it will disrupt Worlds. ATD cards were designed especially to change the metagame for WGP players, so they have an exciting new metagame to explore while playing the most important event of the year. For what we know, players are very excited to play with ATD cards. To fully enjoy ATD cards in your locals, please wait until E2 or MP3. Alright, next one is from Ryo Sanada Ryo 4908. Hey, we share same name. Well, perfect Loki return. She might. Unlike the other High Gods, Loki has never left Utgard, her dimension, so it's possible we'll see her again in the near future. Plotting mischief, as always. Alright, next one is from Hexstriker. First of all, really love how all it's going on the game. Heart circle emoji. I was wondering maybe that Valentina is Velma, because we've seen statues of her placed at the academy, and reading the Valentina's regalia makes me think that it's some kind of plan of guilt to control them or something. Thank you for everything. Thank you. I'm afraid, but they're not. The goddess, Velma, certainly exists. And no, she's not Valentina. They're two distinct beings with different anthropomorphic forms. Okay, the last question is from Dean Yellow Warning 6299. Oh, you've also got two questions. Alright, let me answer one by one. Firstly, will we ever get merch we can buy from the website, like shirt, deck boxes, etc.? I would love to wear my favorite games out in the world. Me too. There's nothing I can tell much about it right now though. Yeah, me too. Alright, secondly, I've tried getting... Alright, so, my camera is dead for some reason, so let's do it this way. Alright, the question is, I've tried getting locals started in some stores, but we're having communication issues with what the store needs to do. Is there any way to fix this? Because flashy promo brings new players easily. Alright, so first of all, thanks for organizing local events, but for question, we can't really answer it right now, but we've heard it for sure. Alright, so that's the all question we could answer in this video. I hope these answers will do for you. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.